What in the world or in the God is going on with the Pope Francis? What is going on with him? So hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope everybody's doing well. That's 2024 started okay. So I've been wanting to do this video quite for a little bit because I really don't know what is going on with church people. So for people who do not know what's going on, first let's recap. The Pope Francis decided a couple of weeks ago to tell his priests, archbishop or whatever they called, to start accepting to marry the people from the LGBT community. And people were like, huh? A lot of people went like, nope. That's not going to happen. Obviously, because from what we know, I'm not the most religious person out there, but for anybody who knows the first Old Testament, New Testament, the Bible, the Torah, the Quran, I mean, this is pretty much a sin to be in that community, according to all of these books that are out there. So I'm not saying that you should be open-minded and let people do what they want. I mean, I have myself gay friends and, trans friends and whatever. They do whatever they want. As long as you're not trying to convince me or other people that are straight to, join your cause, it's your life. But I mean, when you go to church and you believe that, this is the place where this community is never going to be pushed in front, because it's not a question even to be accepted. People are just like, no. Especially African priests. African priests started to be like, is he crazy or has he lost it? Or what is in the water of the Vatican? What is in the water of the Vatican? What in the God has happened to the Pope? Because I can understand, and this is one of the priests I'm quoting, he said it in French, I'm going to say it in English. I can understand talking to a homosexual and telling him to stop being a gay person. That is our job. But to bless them when the Bible says that, I mean, we've all heard about Sodom and Gomorrah, God literally burned those cities because people were doing too much nonsense over there, apparently. So this is actually from Hebrew books, so long ago. So, and I know some people, even very famous gay people, who have said, we tried to pray it off and it didn't work. And this is why sometimes I don't like judging the people from that community, because if I'm not a gay person, I'm not lesbian, I'm not from that community, I can't really say, oh, this is just it's a myth or it's in your mind. I don't know. Maybe these people are really, and not only believe they are, maybe this is really what they are. And sometimes when I talk about these issues, I don't want to call it mental illness, because I would feel just bad that, and I mean, I'm not in their shoes, so I can't say, oh, you're not really gay, or you're not really this, or you're not really that, or it's mental, or it's just in your mind, because, I'm not in their head, I'm not in their shoes. So, but I mean, when they started pushing this, and I've said that in previous videos, but if you are from that community and you decide to fully live the way you want to live, why can't you leave the religious people alone? Why do you want to still force yourself to go get married into over there? In mosques, in churches, in synagogues. Why would you want to try that? You can do you. And go get married in city council or something. You can do you. When we're all already looking at the Pope because we're about to tell him to quit, which is really sad, by the way. Let me actually come back and make a little parenthesis. 2 popes ago, we had a pope that was called John Paul II, or the second. I don't know how you say it in English. In French, we say Jean Paul II. And this pope, oh my God. Guys, everybody around the pope, the world loved, everybody around the world loved that pope. Muslim people, Catholics, WASPs. This man was the definition of kindness. He got stabbed by someone, and he managed to go and sit in jail and talk to that person. Not only forgave him, made sure that this person left prison and, went on with his life. He went around the world. He did not believe that he was all that. He was such a human being, a real human. And we all knew that when he died in 2005, I believe. We had another pope. And I pretty much knew that we were going to hate that pope. Sorry, God. We were going to hate the pope because he was coming after an incredible pope. So then Benedict 16 came. Jesus. When Benedict came, first I didn't like his face. Again, sorry God. I didn't like his face that much. There was something just like about that. So we were like, no, it's a person of God. We're not supposed to judge people from book from their cover. All right. So we decided, all right, we're gonna give him a chance because it is what it is. Our Pope died, so the Pope started, we didn't like him. And at some point we realized that this man was a supporter of Nazism, like Nazist people, like Hitler people. I was like, oh Lord, when that came out, the brother knew that he had to quit because already people did not like you. But if you're about that, So he went out. He quit, which I also hated because I was like, well, if you're really a person of God, you should tough it out. But I was also happy that he actually quit. So he quit. A couple of years later, he died, and the Pope that is currently here did his funerals and stuff, They gave him a good farewell. So coming back to Francis. Francis decided that, priests around the planet needs to, officiate. He decided that priests needs to officiate weddings. Give their blessing and everything to say that, no, that's fine. While the book they're reading, it's clearly saying that this is a sin. This is like a sin. So people went like, nah. Some people even say that the Pope Benedict wouldn't even have allowed that. The Pope that we didn't like. We even went back to him and be like, At least he wouldn't even have done that. We were still not even debating, saying that we don't agree around the planet with what he said. And all of a sudden, he said something even more recently, that people should not use surrogates to have their kids. And I was like, oh, Lord God, you really need to send us another Pope. You really need to send us another Pope because I do not know what in the world is wrong. Okay, I agree that, some people just like easy life, including Paris Hilton, She's like, oh, I don't want to because I was traumatized. A lot of people were traumatized, and because they don't have the money of it, they went on having their own kids, and they're very happy. You don't have a difficult life, and you should have toughed it out. I think a lot of people do not tough life out. I'm not saying that she says she has been touched, and I'm not saying that I support that or anything of the sort. Absolutely not. Au contraire, I'm a woman. I wouldn't want that to happen to anybody, not a man, not a woman. But I just think that some people just, they're like, oh, I don't want my body to change. I want to have children, but I want to use somebody else. Guys, nah. But if your body, you want a kid that has your DNA and your body cannot let you have that kid, and you can use another woman, another sister would like to help you have that kid, there is nothing wrong with it. This is actually one of the good things that science has done, that medicine has done. It's not a bad thing. Now it's telling people, if you can't have kids, whatever, let it go. Because this is pretty much what I heard. And I'm like, we already have the problem in America here with people not being allowed to literally AB ort their baby, erase them. I'm not for that, by the way. I'm one of those people who believe that, you should wrap it up and not even let it to get to a baby and then say, I don't want it. But the problem is, like now, even if you get grape, you have to prove it, and it can take time, and you might actually find yourself keeping a baby from issues like that. Or if your baby is not unwell, I know there are a couple of ways of getting it erased, but the issue is not that obvious. And I'm not saying that some people were just like nuts about it. They would get pregnant like 10 times in a row and erase the baby 10 times in a row. No, not these kind of people. These kind of people deserve to me, my opinion, sorry, but they deserve to go to jail. This is not fair. It's not right. You can just wear condoms. You can take so many things. The morning pill, next day, you can do all of these things. However, I don't believe that the way they brought that law back is right. So the Pope did that. And now we're all looking at him because he's pretty much the face of Catholicism, of Catholics around the planet. It's pretty much, he doesn't have like absolute saying, but I mean, he's a very respectful person, a very respectful position. And I'm just like, ooh, is that where we are now? Like, we accept things that is written, clearly written that it's forbidden, or we don't want people to have a chance to have their own kids. I mean, seriously, this is horrible. I'm not saying, again, I don't like being extreme left, extreme right, but I just think that nowadays you have so many people coming in with crazy reasoning that it's actually getting scary, really getting scary. So tell me what you think in the comment section. Do not forget to like, subscribe, share, and drop a comment. I will see you in the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye bye.